Okay. Now this next one is we're going to replace that gimbal bearing up in there. There's a new one. I'll show you what it looks like and how we're going to do it. I'll give you a hint. Before we install this, it's going to go into the freezer for about an hour. The reason is, as hot as it is outside, this housing is going to be a lot warmer, a lot easier to get this bearing in if it's warm, and this is cold where it's contracted because it gets either knocked in our case, we're going to pull it in from the inside since the engine's not in it. Most of the time you just stick it in there and you just tap it around the ends till it seats the distance of this. But anyway, this is money well spent if you're going to do this any amount of time in the future. If you're going to do more than one, it's really about the only way to do it that's quickly and safely. Anyway, this little foot turns over sideways like that and we stick it in here. I'm going to show you how it hooks to this bearing is in there like that. This foot's going to go through, then you manipulate around. There's a little slot right here. You can reach in there with a screwdriver, kick that foot over, and it catches the back of that bearing like that. And then as it's in there, you screw this part. It's got a little bearing in here, and it pulls that shaft and it'll pull that bearing right out of there. A piece of cake. So here's how it works. You gotta loosen this up first. Give you a little bit of room to work with. This is not going to be so bad. Oh, if yours has got automatic oiler on it, there'll be a little plastic connector valve right there, and it fits in this slot here. That's what that's for. So just line those grooves up with the bolt hose. Push it right on through. It ain't in far enough yet. I wasn't thinking I should have done this before I started videoing this. I'm going to take the camera around the back side so you can see what it's doing back here. There's that foot. See, and then it kicks over and it catches. Now that's got the seal too. That's something you gotta watch out for. That just comes with time. You'll get to feel. I'm gonna back in just a little bit. You know what? I'm just gonna pull the seal with it. You'll just pull that seal right out with it. That's a backup, just in case you mess up a boot or something. And I believe I've got one little seal somewhere. And I can put it back in there. Anyway, you tighten that up a little bit. It's take a big crescent wrench. I'm gonna need a little one too. I guess a lot of y'all noticed a lot of my little video things have gone away. I'm not sure exactly why. And on top of everything else, we had an ice storm in February. And I kind of pulled my arm a little bit, pulled a muscle in it, and I've been kind of nursing it. Well, I had a trip and a big fall, landed on my arm, and tore my rotator cuff. It hurts like a bitch right now, but I think I'll be able to get through this. I've been going everything left-handed as much as I can. But I'm going to be out for the rest of the year. In the spring, I'll start doing some more videos. Anyway, so back to this. And we're just going to turn this big nut in. Don't really take a lot of pressure because, like I said, it's got a ball bearing. And it's pulling the seal out right now. I can feel it pulling it. It'll catch the bearing here in just a second. Alright, we got the bearing. Picked up the bearing now. We're pulling it all out. I used to do this with a slide hammer and a 3-jaw puller. Oh my God, little fingers on it. I don't know how the hell I ever. But this, I spent about $200 for this puller, and it's worth every penny of it. I would never do another one of these without this puller. Alright, it's starting to get easier, so we just about got the bearing out. It'll just kind of all pop when it clears the housing. When it's on the boat, it's a little easier because the angles are a lot different. And it don't want to flop down with you like it's doing with me. And it just came through. And there we have. That's the seal I pulled on. Really didn't damage it any. I might just reach up in there and knock that back in before I put the new bearing in. And there, whoops, there is the old bearing. You can see it's pretty much locked up. That thing's crap. Anyway, so it's out, and I'm going to take a break, drink me a Coca-Cola, go stick this other bearing in the freezer. Hopefully the wife won't see me do it, and come back out a little bit. We'll put it back in, and then that'll complete the servicing of this and get back on the boat.